What up YouTube, it's Misery Hates Company. In this video, in our beginner guide series, I do want to show you what you should be doing when you only have a little bit of time to play in Marvel Future Revolution, because there are items that you're going to want to complete on a daily basis that will net you a very positive outcome to your account and will be pay dividends in the long run. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it and see what the best use of your time is going to be. All right, so first things first, the first place you're going to go to is over here to your events. You're going to want to go and collect any and all dailies. So usually you always have at least one of these 7 days, the special event check-ins, the Punisher. Well, that's not one. That's not a push reward. But you also have your login event that you need to play at least an hour of the day. You could AFK this whole hour if you wanted to, but I would recommend at least being progressive and being productive in your time on the game. But if you can't, make sure you do the full hour. That way you do at least get the oh so nice training time ticket. You're also going to want to make sure you collect your monthly login rewards, because you are not going to want to miss out on a free 5-star regional selector box, and you do get that every 28 days for this monthly check-in reward. So skipping a day is never an option, because it's going to slow down your progression to all these other great rewards, especially the regional selector box at a 5-star. I might add a 5-star in a game where fodder is hard to come by. A free 5-star selector regional is fantastic. So in addition to the events, you are going to want to go over here to the shop and look at all of the different things. There could be a free item here, like the new agent welcome kit, which I would collect. And there also could be different perks that are free. Again, new agent welcome kit, I think it's the same one that we saw previously. Go ahead and check through the event bundles. If you've been saving your crystals, then you could use some of these or some of those on these items. I would not suggest that though. I will be making a separate video on what you should be spending your crystals on, because there are some game-changing, game-ruining things you could do to crystals as a free-to-play, and you don't want to make those mistakes. Moving on, the other tab in the shop that you do want to click on is 100% going to be the consumables, because you do want to pick up this free daily alpha supply box. You want to do that every single day, pick it up, and you could get a 1 to 3 star costume and a mega card or a core at a set rate. And that is just free stuff for you just for logging into the game. There also could be event items that you could pick up for a gold or a low cost, such as these daily training box tickets. Those are fantastic, and it's well worth the 100k gold. Same with the guide supply boxes. Definitely pick those up if they're available. These are part of a special event going on right now, so they won't always be here, but all the more reason to check all the different tabs in your shop as soon as possible, because there could be limited time events going on and you don't want to miss out on free goodies. Moving on, the real thing you're going to want to prioritize is your dailies. And your dailies go, if you go over to records, because if you go to these 3 lines at the very top, go to the records tab and then go to challenges. These right here are your daily challenges. You can see I've already done a few of them. Defeat 1 supervillain, acquire 100 gold. Those are pretty easy and straightforward. What else do we need to do? Defeat 200 villains. And I'm going to tell you right now, just from either doing at least a level or a raid or a blitz is going to net you the ability of completing this. Using 10 med kits, again, very straightforward and can happen on its own. Use 100k gold. You're probably going to have at least something, like I said, from the shop that you're going to spend 100k gold on, so go ahead and do that. Or if you don't have anything you would spend 100k gold on and you have the gold to use, go ahead and buy some more health potions, because you're going to need them. Might as well buy them. Collect 10 items. This is the one that I would probably skip the most, unless you're in the early parts of the game and some of the later ones aren't available to you. I would do this. The items they're referring to are the blue squares on the map. And this is progressive for your account, because it does allow you to progress, like I mentioned in a separate video, on the rewards you get for completing certain tasks within each area. The collecting items is definitely something that you're going to need to do. But you could also collect Convergium on the ground, and that does count as well. Convergium is something that you're always going to need, and it's all over the world in any area that you're in, with the exception of a mega flight. So 10 things, collect them, get it done. Dismantling items. By completing some of these other items, you will have items you're going to want to dismantle. In fact, the challenge right below it, completing 1 blitz. We're unable to do a blitz right now at this level, but this is something that you're going to want to do on a daily basis. You get 5 free blitz attempts. Do 5 every single time. You get gold and fodder and stuff you can dismantle, like battle badges. So you're going to want to do it 5 times a day. Doesn't take long. Fully auto it. It doesn't take long at all. And it nets you a great amount of stuff for your account. And then you're going to want to dismantle at least 5 of the fodder that you pick up, usually battle badges that you get from that. And then you complete 2 at one time. Now note for this, you actually only need to do 1 blitz. So you might as well. Now it's not noted because I have not progressed far enough on for this account in order to do it, but you are going to want to go ahead and make sure that you actually, like you can see at the bottom here, the defeat 1 supervillain was is the one that actually changes into a complete 1 raid. I am not far enough along in this account to complete a raid, but that is going to be one of the things you're going to want to do. Now, in order to find the blitzes and raids, you're going to go over to the operations tab. You're going to see blitzes are unlocked at recommended level 20, but complete epic mission 2-33. Currently, I am level 6 and on 2-5, just because I made a new starter account to show you guys for this beginner guide tips and tricks. And then the raids you get much later in the game once you complete epic mission 4-32, and the recommended hero level is around 70. Don't let that deter you. The raids are not scary. Once you get to the raids, there's levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that it has a progressive lineal system. The higher your power, the higher level you're able to do. Or if you have alliance mates that can carry you through as long as you meet the minimum requirement, do that because it does net you the most resources possible. Special ops is another thing that you're going to want to complete on a daily basis because it tailors to, it squishes all your stats either up or down, but it levels everyone's stats to the same playing field, which is level 100. So even though the max level at the time of this recording is level 120, if I am level 120 and you're level 20, we both get the same amount of stats, your omega cards, gear, nothing matters. It is a complete stat squish, so everyone is on a level playing ground. It also is a weekly ranking, and I do have several videos out that shows you how to rank higher in special operations, but you're going to want to do it at least once a day. This one takes the longest because it is a set like roadmap that you have to do in special operations, so it does take a little bit longer, but you're going to want to do this at least once a day. Outside of that, if you wanted to make sure that you were getting the most out of your day, those would be the first ones I would prioritize. However, if you have a little bit more time, I would strongly encourage you to do some PvP. So if high enough level, I would strongly recommend doing at least 1 Omega War. If you have time for 2, make sure you do it. This one can be hard if, like I said, if you're strict on time because you have to catch it in one of the windows where you can apply to be a part of it or to participate. If not, you can skip it, but it's again resources you're missing out on that you will regret having, but not detrimental to your account. Similar tone, we have Dimension Duel, which is the 1v1. You had 5 free attempts at this that go towards your rank, and you can do it more than that if you want to rank up more, but only 5 gets you those the Dimension Duel coins or currency. Dark Zone is a once a day thing that you can do for only 1 hour. I'm going to be honest, even at the end game, I typically skip this. So if you don't have a lot of time, do not worry about this. Just completely skip it. Last but not least, the one other item I would highly recommend you doing is actually completing your most wanted. I feel like this is something that a lot of people, both new and older or veteran players, do by accident or on purpose. You don't want to skip out on this. So once you get to unlock the most wanteds, once you complete epic missions 2-48 and again the recommended level is 26, you will actually get recommended most wanteds. You get 3 a day. Once you have killed all 3 of those most wanted, you get to actually pick the reward that you want. It's either like 66k gold, which I wouldn't get that option, some amount of particles, like 50 I think ish in that ballpark. I also would not pick that. But the third option that you should be picking every single day is a 5 stack of a 1 to 3 star gear piece. So it allows you to get a chance to get either a 1, 2, or 3 star gear piece, and at 5 attempts at that, which is fantastic for fodder. Fodder is very hard to come by in this game, so getting free fodder every single day is something you don't want to miss out on. That's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. Again, I hope this was helpful to you. This is a part of our beginner's guide series for anyone new or returning to the game that needs a little bit of help. I hope this is helpful. Make sure you smash a like button if you enjoyed it. And until next time, I look forward to seeing the next video. And if you have not seen the rest of my series on the beginner guides, I will put a link in the description below. And I'll also have YouTube recommend a video to you right here. I would strongly encourage you to watch this video because obviously I think it was worth your time because I made the video, and obviously YouTube thinks so because it thinks this is the video that applies to you. Click on this video right now.